Am I live? Oh gosh. Sorry guys. I'm having you on a tripod and I don't know how this works. Okay, I think I'm good. So camera's over here. Hi guys, so I know that I said I would go live around 1, but something came up and since it's my first time, I just want to come on a little earlier to figure things out. There's no one here yet, but you guys can still watch this later. Anyway, I just want to come in and say hi. Hope you guys are doing well and just kind of catch up on so many things, like what happened in the last few months, few weeks. Obviously I just got back from Hawaii and it's been a week already, but still it was amazing. It was so nice to finally have a vacation after like, I don't know, like 2-3 years. So it was really nice. And oh, and I brought some snack here with me today since it's Chinese New Year. I think today it's would be considered like the third day of Chinese New Year, and back in Vietnam where I'm from, it's a huge celebration. People would take like a week off from work, from school, but unfortunately here in America people don't really celebrate as as much. So but our family, my husband family and I, we went out for like a big dinner with his family, and then yesterday we went to the temple to pray, so that was really nice. But in celebration of Chinese New Year, actually it's the year of the rat, and we got this from our auntie from Taiwan. Oh, that was cute. I thought that was so cute. Anyway, so I have some Asian snack here. So this is a pineapple cake. This is from Taiwan. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, it's super like buttery, and inside there's pineapple jam. It's really good. And then I have here some Asian popcorn. Oh, and I love these little silicone lid. It actually saves you from buying like actual plastic wrap, and you can reuse this, so staying green is always important to me. So I don't know why the shape is so different from, it is popcorn. It's from the corn kernel, or is it from rice? I think it just said popcorn, but the shape is so different from like the typical American popcorn. It's really round and it's delicious. So anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys some updates. And again, I believe you can watch this later, so you'll still be able to get all the information that you need. But today and tomorrow is my last day being free, doing nothing. I'm just trying to relax, and actually I have an appointment, a doctor's appointment later, so that's why I have to do this earlier. And then I have a list of like all the videos I still have to edit and upload. Mainly a lot of them are like from the Hawaii trip that I took. I pretty much vlog every single day while I was there. There was some really cool footage coming up. But yeah, so a list of all the videos that I still need to edit and upload. And I have a video reviewing chirology is coming up as well. So that one today marks exactly, actually past 30 days already. The 26th, which was yesterday, past that 30-day trial of me trying chirology. It actually is working really well for me. I don't know if you can tell. I mean, I just put on like a little bit of makeup, but there's some like scarring that still need to be faded. But I haven't had a new like pimple in a while since I got back from Hawaii. So hopefully it stay that way. And the bottle, the trial bottles, I still have so much in there. So I actually have to go in and like pause the subscription so they don't send me a new bottle. So I think I can actually save money that way. Like just use it until completely goes out, and then go and order a new one. And that big bottle, I feel like it can last me half a year. So $40 for half a year is not bad. And they have been pretty like how do you call it? Like as soon as you send them an email, like less than 24 hours, I got a respond back. So they were pretty good about responding. Not a sponsor video at all. I'm just really sharing you like my honest review and like experience from using Curology. So how have you guys been doing? Man, I wish some of you would go on right now and ask me all the questions that you needed to ask, because I see that finally yesterday I caught up with all the comments that you guys posted in the last few weeks and few months. I'm so sorry for those of you who I didn't respond for like 3 months just because I was so busy with school. I was just trying to graduate, guys. It was like the most stressful time of my life. Like literally, as soon as I graduated, even though like job hunting and everything is also very stressful, but I literally gained like 3 pounds just from like being done with school and then went on vacation, which I'm really happy about because I've always had a problem like gaining weight for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, stress is not good for you at all. This is so good. I don't know. Do you know what this is called? This is a Korean brand, but in Vietnamese we call this bam. And then in Chinese, I'm sure there's a name for it too, but it's so good. It's like so light. There's no oil being added to pop this at all. Not like the conventional popcorn here. I think we have to add like oil, and I hate that smell. Like the oil's burning. So good. So I wanted to, I know I just posted the video updating you on my GERD symptoms and my tips and advice for you. But again, I'm not saying that I've never experienced GERD anymore. I do. And sometime I would push it really hard. Like that one time I was eating spicy food for like a whole week, and then I get a really bad flare and I had to go back onto the Prilosec for 14 days. So that's really bad. And honestly, I feel like if we can just be determined and patient and be good about what we eat. I'm not saying that you can't eat like those trigger foods at all, but just be smart about it. Like doing it every single day is not smart, but I still do it once in a while. Like yesterday I had some like what is it? Buffalo sauce, a little bit with my chicken, the chicken that I made. So I've been loving this air fryer. The air fryer that I show you. I've been cooking everything with it, especially like roasting vegetables. So good. Like bell peppers, green beans, broccoli, all the vegetable I cook with it now. It's so delicious. And all you have to do is just spray a little bit of oil, and I bought like avocado oil so it's healthier. I love cooking meat with it as well, but the cleaning process is a little bit annoying. So I try to like put a little bit of like what do you call it, parchment paper in the bottom, but then it holds the water and that part of the meat would not be like crispy. But yeah, cleaning wise for cooking meat there is quite annoying, but vegetable, great jobs. But yeah, so I don't really get GERD flares anymore unless I'm being naughty and like drink alcohol or eating spicy food. For me is really more like eating acidic fruits like lemon or lime. Like I can push it with spicy food for a few days and won't get any symptoms. And even if I do, I just take some of the the herbal supplements, and the slippery M's work really well for me. But again, I just typed in the comments for some people that was asking me about it. Like, I don't know why it went off the market. Like I went to Whole Foods, I went to the vitamin shop, I went to all of the shops around me, and they didn't sell it anymore. It's been a while now. Maybe I should go and check again. But sometimes I don't trust buying online, especially like from Amazon, from third parties. But it kind of went off the market for a while, so I don't know what happened. I haven't done my research on like exactly why they're not selling it anymore. But I would love to go later today and do some research and if they're selling it again, because it works really well for me, like compared to like the licorice, aloe vera. And then because I couldn't find slippery M, so I got the marshmallow roots, which someone else recommended, and it's been working fine as well, but not as well as the slippery M for me. But again, like, I don't know how all of these supplements going to work out for you, because we are very different, our body works different. And actually saw at least 3 comments from different people yesterday saying that the DGL licorice didn't work for them and actually made it worse. So it's all about, you know, trying and see what works for you. If it doesn't work, just send it back. Like, they will refund you if it doesn't work, and also stop taking it. And then keep trying something else, and you will find something that works for you. Anyway, so that's on my GERD symptoms. Lately, I've been eating a lot of vegetable, because besides having GERDs, I also have like IBS, have constipation. It's really bad. Like, literally, I have to eat so much. Like, I would buy a big bag of beans like this. I would have to eat like the third of it every single day. And I mean, at the end, it's good for me, I know, but it's just a little bit like annoying. It's like a chore. I look at it as like, oh, it's my medicine. I have to eat vegetable every single day. But then I try to make it tasty too. These days, my favorite recipe for vegetable, if it is beans, even broccoli too. Beans, broccoli, Brussels sprout. My favorite seasoning for those vegetable, I put a bit of sesame oil. Has to be sesame oil. The flavor is so good. And then I add garlic salt. Mix it all up, and I also put on a little bit of toasted sesame seed. So good. So I would eat it like every day, at least twice a day for lunch and for dinner, on top of my bland ass chicken. But hey, that's what keeps me healthy, and I have no GERD symptoms, so I'm happy. I really am enjoying my life these days. I hope you guys are doing well too. A lot of you guys have told me story of how you have managed GERD by, you know, finding your own diet, which I'm really, really proud of you, and so happy that you've taken some of my tips, and being able to see what trigger foods are, and many of you already know, and you actually share your diet and the trigger foods that you find that like hurting you, to other people. Like, thank you so much. That's amazing. Like, some of the other triggers that you mentioned, I never really thought about before. So someone told me that because actually quite a number of people told me that eating oatmeal actually made it worse for them, but I never thought to ask, like, oh, how do you make your oatmeal? Like, do you put milk in there, or what do you put in the oatmeal? Because all I put in my oatmeal is just hot water. Yeah, so I don't add milk. Or if I do, I would add like soy milk, coconut milk, or like one of the plant-based milk. And drink a lot of water. I try to drink, this is 40 ounces. So I try to drink 3 of these a day, which is really, really hard to do. I think, yeah, no, like, I would end up finishing 2 of these a day, and that's a really good job for me. Like, I think I barely drank any water yesterday. What did I do? Oh, we were out for the whole day. We went to the temple for a few hours, and then after we prayed, the temple, they offer like vegetarian food. You know, Buddhists, they're vegetarian. So we ate there, and then we ran some errands with the family. So like, I didn't get to drink as much water. But if I'm home, I try to drink 2 of these a day. Anyway, so nobody's still here yet, but I'm just gonna post this later, and then please let me know in the comments down below, like, you're able to see this, you know, after I posted it. I don't know how this works, actually. This is my first time, but I assume that after I turn this off, it will get posted for later, like you can view it later. I don't know. But yeah, again, if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below or emailing. Like, people have been emailing me a lot, and I love it. Actually, I've made amazing friends through YouTube, and I really feel like I'm very thankful for this platform. Like, I'm not here to make money, or like some of you even said that if I have a Patreon page, like they would contribute so I can keep making GERD videos, and I'm really thankful for that. I really appreciate it. Such a nice thing to say, but honestly, I'm not here to make money. Like, I just want to share whatever I know, and I feel like this is such a great support group for me as well, because when I'm hurting, I feel like I can come on YouTube, make a videos, and then so many of you would understand exactly what I'm going through, and it's just such a big comfort for me. Trust me, like, people around me, even family members, they even though they empathize, but they don't exactly understand what I'm going through. um like, doesn't matter how many times they would say like, oh, I feel bad for you, or let us know what we can do. But certain things, for example, like, my husband, right? I mean, he's amazing, very supportive, but every time, say, once he would make food and then accidentally forgot that, I can't eat black peppers, so he would put some black peppers in. Like, in the past, and he's better now, but in the past there was time he would just say like, there's so little, you can't eat this, like, you really think you're gonna get sick from just eating like this much of black peppers in there? And I was like, yeah, I'm serious, like, I will get hurt, like, I'm not gonna eat it. But I guess I've learned throughout the years to know what I need now and be supportive of it. But in the beginning, there are people, again, from family members, like when we go out and I order certain things, that I would ask the waitress that, hey, like, I can't eat this. I'm being, I guess, in front of them, it seems like I'm being super picky or just whatever. But so they would tell me like, why are you being so picky? Like, you can't eat these and that. And I was like, I am sick. I mean, I'm not, you just have to like accept that I'm not normal and I have my own needs, and not like I'm just being an ass and like running, like sending them running to take out like stupid, like whatever that I can't eat in the food. But yeah, they didn't understand, and I don't think they still do. It took them a while to understand like what I can't eat and what my needs are. And there would be time in the past that I would come to a family gathering and there was nothing I can eat. Literally, like, there was spicy food and black peppers and everything, and I would just ended up eating rice, and people forgot like I can't eat those things. So it's a little bit frustrating, and I'm sure you have experienced this, many times. But it's just our life, right? We live with GERD, and we just have to take care of ourselves. There were times when I told myself like, oh, maybe a little bit is okay when I'm hanging out with my friends, and we go out to eat like certain things, and they're just everything, there's trigger foods in everything. But then I kind of tell myself like, oh, maybe it's just one time, it's okay, let's just eat so that everybody will be happy. But then when I go home, I'm hurting, I'm the one who's hurting. Do they know about it? No. Can they do anything about it? No. They're fine and I'm not. So that's when I feel like I've learned to just take better care of myself. Like, just watch out for yourself and just don't care about what other people say. And yeah, accept it. Just accept that you're not normal. You have this chronic disease and you have to take care of yourself, and nobody else can take better care of yourself. Well, besides your mom. Like, my mom is amazing. She actually experienced the same sort of, like, disease. She actually has ulcer, like stomach ulcer. Like, there was actually a hole in her stomach before. She had many endoscopy during that time to just making sure that it was healing properly. And the same thing, her diet is very similar to us. She can't eat anything spicy, sour. She can't stress. I remember there were times that I would make her mad and she would get angry, and then like her stomach was hurting, and then I felt so bad about it. And the same for us too. Like, stress doesn't do any good for anybody. Every time I feel I was stressing or angry at someone, I can literally feel my stomach. The acid in my stomach is like burning a hole through my stomach. So I've learned these days to just not stress as much about things that I can't do. Like, there's nothing I can do about this. I'm not gonna stress about it. Like, why do I have to hurt my body when, you know, that person is fine? Like, just channel that anger or whatever it is to do something else that can actually make a difference. I'm just rambling. Anyway, so also, since I graduated, I have been hunting down for a full-time jobs, and it's actually been harder than I thought it would be. I guess, I don't know, like as a new grad, people don't know you yet. You don't have any experience besides your clinical experience. So I did get a job at the clinical site at the hospital that I was training as a student. So they hired me as a PRN. Another name is per diem, which means they will just call you when they need you. So they're nice enough to like guarantee me a couple of days a week. And then whenever someone's call out or, you know, need to take vacation, I will be covering for them. So I'll start my training the day after tomorrow, and they would train me. I think my training is around like 2 weeks or so. So I would go full time during those 2 weeks. I'll work like 5 days a week training, and then they will evaluate me after that period to see if I need more training or I just go ahead and, you know, start working. So I'm still looking for a full-time job or another PRN. If I can PRN at 2, 3 different places, then I would have full-time hours or even more than full-time. So that'd be great. It will give me more flexibility. The only bad thing about PRN is that so they pay you hourly rate higher than the full-time position, but then you don't get any benefits, which sucks because I do want benefits. But it is what it is for now. I'm not gonna worry about it. Again, there's nothing I can do. For those of you who are already in ultrasound school or trying to get into ultrasound school or thinking about getting into ultrasound school, it's very intense, but I feel it's really worth it. It's what I love. If I could go back, well, there's nothing I can really do about this because they didn't offer that then. But echo, like ultrasound of the heart, it was my first choice, but they didn't offer it. So there's nothing I can do about. So I'm in general, and I feel like there's so many general techs that it makes it harder to find a job just because there's so many of us. So if you can go into a specialty like vascular or echo or something else, go for it. Even though, yes, I can still go and, you know, study and take my exam to be a specialist, to be a specialized tech in other area, I can, but it's just gonna take me more time now when I just graduated and I need to just start working so I can continue to improve my scanning skill. What else? It is so addictive, so good. But yeah, so I'm just pretty much chilling today. I have a doctor's appointment later, and probably just preparing for work on Wednesday. I have a final training, and then after that, start working the next day. Migraine, I have good day and bad days. I still get Botox every 3 months, and I actually found out there's a new treatment now that you can. It's like a monthly injection, so you inject yourself at home every single month. So I'm gonna talk to my doctor about it to see if I should try it. I'm a little scared of like I don't think I can inject myself. It's really weird because I'm not scared of blood or anything. Like, I don't know. I work in a hospital, right? And I see blood, and every time they take, like, if they draw blood for me, like, I watch them do it, and I'm not scared. But like sticking myself, I don't know why. It's so weird. Like, I can do it to someone, or I can watch other people do it to me, but I just can't do it myself. So it's weird, isn't it? But yeah, and lupus, I've been doing well too. So my last 2 labs result came back. I'm doing well. So I guess I'm under remission now. And someone was asking, I saw in the comment that she wanted to know what my symptom was and how did I find out. So I guess I've been having lupus all my life and I just never knew because, first of all, when I was back in Vietnam, it's not like, I don't know, I guess, the technology back then was not great and we never knew because my symptoms all my life was just every winter time, my feet, like my toes, would get swell up and they would itch and hurt a bit, and I don't know, it's like one of the symptoms. But to be able to diagnose lupus, they need to have at least like 4 or 5 symptoms, and like certain lab result has to come back and they have to be positive. So it's a really hard disease to diagnose. So finally back in 2018, right? November, right? Yeah. Everything like showed. Like, I guess because I was like super stressed from school. So my immune system just finally just like collapsed. But so my symptom were, first of all, I had these like this rash on my face. So it looks like I'm blushing, but then it's also going over my nose. It looks like a butterfly. They call it the butterfly rash. So it looks like this. Okay. And it was pretty like red. It looks like I was having a fever or blushing or something, but like just all time, every day, right? And then the other symptom were, yeah, so my joint was inflamed, like the joint in my hand, like here, and then my feet too, they would feel like arthritis. I don't know if you've ever had arthritis, but it feels like arthritis pain. It was so painful that I couldn't even scan at school. I couldn't even hold a glass of water. Um, it just felt like all my joint just felt like really inflamed, and it was like hurting a lot. And then yeah, I don't know, it was really painful. So I went to the doctor, and then I actually went to the emergency room, I think, just because it was hurting so bad. I don't know what, I was worrying that I might have RA, like rheumatoid arthritis. So I went to the ER, and then the doctor looked at my face, like the butterfly rash, and she was like, "Oh, I think you have lupus." And I was like, "What the heck?" I know I already have so many problems, and especially autoimmune disease. I have so many of them. The first time I think was back in 2016 when I had this problem with my platelets. So my immune system was just killing healthy cells. It was killing all my platelets. So back then, the doctor and all the blood work just didn't point to lupus, but I think it was a lupus. It was a lupus attack. Um, and so yeah, that was like the first time ever it was being like super serious. But again, they didn't diagnose me with lupus because certain antibody didn't show in my blood work. So they treated me as the same any autoimmune disease, you just have to take steroids. And it was just so horrible because it's like the worst thing for your body, but you have to take it because you need it. But yeah, so if you your question was that what were my symptoms when I found out I had lupus was the rash on my face, the butterfly rash, and then all my joints was like swelling up and they hurt like so much. Like, I couldn't walk, I couldn't like hold things, and it was terrible. So my doctor put me on steroids, prednisone, for I forgot, maybe like a month or two, and immediately like everything just, all the swelling went down, the inflammation went down, and I was able to start scanning at school again, and everything was fine. And then, oh, and I have to take this one pill for the rest of my life, and yeah, that's it. I'm doing fine now. I feel normal. Actually, I feel better than ever before. Maybe the lupus has something to do with migraines as well, because since I went on this medication, like, I have less migraine. I'm not saying that I don't get migraines anymore, but it definitely reduced a lot. And I also get Botox, maybe that's why, I don't know. And then I'm also taking like daily medication to prevent migraine. I'm a mess. But hey, I can't give up. I still love like living life. There's so much to do, and there's good days, there's bad days, just life. I have GERD, but my GERD's doing better, so can't complain. Mm, mm, mm. What else? But yeah, main goal today was to try out this live thing, see how it works. I think if there's any of you out there that were online, I would probably be seeing some of you, and then you can comment. Is that how it works? We'll try again next time. You let me know the date, the time, and I will try to make it happen. And just gather all your questions or just anything. If you want to just come and say hi and talk to me about anything, I'll be here. But yeah, YouTube, man, I feel like I wish I found out about YouTube earlier, because since 2009, when I first came to America, there was so much I could have shared. And I feel like maybe by sharing, I could have improved my lifestyle better, just because kind of feel like I'm a little bit obligated to be a role model to you guys. So a lot of the time I would have the need to like, or the cravings, the bad cravings, and I would be like, no, I can't do it. There's so many people looking up to me. And, I had to make an example. So it's good for me, right? It is really good for me. And again, as I mentioned, that you guys are like the biggest support I've ever had, like even compared to people around me. Some of you, like the email that you sent, man, I don't know. Hi, Alex. I don't know if you're gonna be watching later, but um, there were some really hard times, and I feel like you guys really made a difference in my day. So thank you so much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for caring. You actually care, and those emails I hold so dear to my heart. Not gonna cry, but yeah. So I feel very thankful for YouTube. Not because I don't know, like I love YouTube. First of all, like if I'm ever feel stressed, I go on YouTube and I find like cats video or whatever, and I watched those videos and I feel better. But also I can come here and post videos sharing what I know with you guys, and also I have learned so much from so many of you. Oh, thank you so much for those people who warned me about the Zantac, epidemic recall. I didn't have time to look it up, but oh my gosh, I guess it sounds pretty serious, but also like none of the articles that I've read really like pointed at like saying that that ingredient is um proven to be like in a lot. I don't know how. What was I saying? I mean, what did it say? So pretty much there is that ingredients, right? In large amount, it is a cause for cancer. It's carcinogens. And then, but the way that they testing these medication, like they test it in an environment that is like really high heat. And then one of the articles saying that our body, the temperature is so different from like the temperature that they testing it, because they testing it in such a high temperature. It actually mix it into a different in like molecules or whatever. So some articles saying that when we like our body digests it, it's actually not going to be as bad as like when they test it in that high temperature, because like our temperature is only, what is it, um 30, oh my gosh, my science, oh gone, can't even remember. But anyway, like the temperature that they tested is actually much higher than our body temperature when we digest this medication. So I don't know. I guess just to be safe, just stay away from it. The Zantac brand and the ingredients that mix up Zantac. So right now I have another bottle. I'm putting it away. I'm not gonna take it just to be safe. And I need to go find Slippery M. I hope that I can find it in the store. I do prefer to buy anything that I take orally from the store, or if I buy from Amazon, I have to make sure that I look like who's selling it. I only buy from the main manufacturer, like no third party. I'm just so scared. There's so many stories about like fake products, and I was like, oh, scary. But yeah. Uh, what else that I wanted to share? Cover GERD, cover my lupus. I'm actually glad that not many people ask me like, oh, help me, tell me what to eat anymore, because um I made 2 videos now saying that there isn't like one solution that fits all. So you just, again, like you just have to keep trying and find out what works for you, and keep a diary, keep a food diary. It works so well for me. I literally just, or if you don't want to write it down, just make a mental note that, okay, I just ate banana, and then 30 minutes later, like, you have GERD, so ding ding, you know, there's a connection there. Or that was just an example. I know banana works for many people, or even apple cider vinegar. I don't know why it doesn't work for me. It actually made my GERD worse. Like, I had the worst pain when I tried apple cider vinegar. I don't know. Our body works differently, so just have to keep trying. And yeah, whatever that works for you, just keep eating it. Especially, I don't think anybody would have any problem with green vegetable, like steamed broccoli, steamed green bean, steam, actually Brussels sprout. Sometime it would actually give me a GERD flare. I don't know why, like certain the way I make it. I don't know. Anyway, see, so you just have to pay attention to how you're feeling after eating certain thing. Want some popcorn? But yeah, again, I still feel really thankful for having this YouTube account, because I have you guys. I can go on here and share information, share knowledge. I learn from you guys so much. You guys such a big support group for me. And yeah, just simply, also I have friends and family that lives abroad, and they can see what I'm doing. So it's really cool. And in the future, I can always look back and, you know, I have memories that I created here on YouTube. So I will continue doing that. And yeah, even though, like, really, I'm saying that I'm not trying to make money off here, and I do put ads on just because, like, you know, like for all the equipment and everything that I spend my own monies, if I make anything back at all from ads, a little bit. And all of my friends, they literally told me, that was like, I try to watch all your ads so you can get some money and pay for those equipments or whatever. So I'm thankful and I appreciate it, but it's okay, you don't have to. But yeah, so far I'm gonna share with you, I started my channel when 2000, it's been like 4 or 5 years or whatever. And like recently I got a check from like AdSense, and it was like just a little bit over $100. And that is over like 5 years, so trust me, I'm not making any money. But yeah, it's just an outlet for me, really. If I can make money, that'd be great, but no, so far no sponsor from any brand, nothing. Just great love and caring from you guys, so thank you. Oh, one sad thing. So, you know how I started my ASMR channel, and it was such like an escape for me to go and make these videos, but it was also a lot of hardship too. I never thought it would be so hard to record ASMR, just because when I actually did it, man, like the microphone picks up every single noise, like the noises from the fridge from the other room, or like the AC sound, like it picks up every single noises, and I just didn't really know how to like edit it well out. And I'm definitely need a lesson, like a long lesson on how to record and edit ASMR and the voice from the video. It's hard, but I had fun, especially those slime video. I don't have time now. I've been saying this for like since summer. I was like, I want to go and make more ASMR videos, and I never had the time. And honestly, since I graduated, I was busy doing me. Every day, there was some day I did nothing. I just sat on the couch and watched YouTube or Netflix, and I feel like I deserve it. I feel like my channel really reflects who I am in real life. This is like as real as it can get, okay? Like, honestly, I'm never up for like staging anything. Like, what you see is what you get in real life. So there will be times that you will see me, you know, just being in my pajamas, right? I'm pretty much in my pajama right now at home. And there will be day that you would see that I post a really short videos, just like some of the videos that I share some recipe. I literally just film on my phone and then just stitch everything together and post it, just because I just had a lazy day. That is that. I mean, I'm human. I'm not gonna put on a show because I just just because like, oh, I have a YouTube channel and I have to maintain this, like, I don't know, the image that you expected me to. But no, it's my channel. I can do whatever I want to do, and I want to keep it real. So there'll be day that you see me, you know, being lazy. There'll be day you will see me like, I went to Hawaii, and you will see that I had a lot of fun, you know, being bubbly. But then there were days that you'll see that I would post a video sharing with you that I had a migraine, that I'm in pain, and I look like shit. But it's just real life, and I really do want to continue to share my journey in life with you. It'd be so cool. Imagine like if we can meet someday. Like that would be like the best date ever, because I know exactly like what you can eat, you know exactly what I can eat, and we can go to a restaurant that both of us can genuinely just eat the same thing and not having to worry about like, oh, I can only eat one thing from this menu, but it's okay, I'll go because you guys like to go to this restaurant. Yeah, it's just some thoughts that I have. So funny, but it's true. I think in my group of friends, I am the only one with like the most health problems. And yeah, I don't think I know anyone besides my mom that have the same like GI issue. People around me eat whatever they want. They can drink, oh my gosh, like big drinkers. They drink alcohol like water. So it is hard. Sometimes you just want to go out with your friends, but not being able to like drink or eat things that people are drinking and eating, and they look so good. Like those, oh, I actually want pizza right now. But no, after this, I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm gonna make green beans, and I have my chicken. I'm just gonna eat it with rice, and then tonight I'm gonna make a big pot of chicken soup, or maybe easier, I'm just gonna stir fry the chicken breast. Again, like, you know, I don't use spices at all except salt, a little bit of garlic salt. Sometimes I put a little bit of sugar or honey. I would prefer honey. And then yeah, just chicken breast. Sometimes I get bored of chicken breast, I would use chicken thighs. So, but chicken thighs, the annoying thing is that I always have to trim away the fat, and there's so much fat, so it's a little bit annoying. What else? So yeah, expect, I still have Hawaii day 3 part 2. I need to post day 4 and day 5, and then what else? Yeah, so those are the videos that come. Oh, and the Curology review. Yeah, and when I start working, I do want to share with you what it's like, but of course, like, it's gonna take me a little while just because I need to get used to like the environment there, the people and everything, and then I'll show you what it's like. But I anticipate my first 2 weeks of training will be tough. Like, I haven't scanned in 2 months, so I'm sure I'm gonna suck for the first couple of days or maybe a week, but I'm gonna try to do my best. And then yeah, so my schedule for work is noon to 8 p.m. because they want me to see like what it's like working daytime, and also what it's like working in the evening. I'm not working overnight. Well, I did tell them that I would help here and there, but I don't want to work overnight. I don't think my body can handle it, or my family is not, they don't want me to work overnight. My lips getting dry. I've been using this, first of all, you know how much I love Clinique. I've been using this for like, this brand since I was young. Back home in Vietnam, my mom loves this brand. The only brand that works for her. She would buy expensive brands like Chanel, like Lancome, like all those brands, and nothing works for her except this. Fragrance free, very, very good for sensitive skin. So, this is like a gel, what you call it? Feels like Vaseline, but it's much more nourishing. It lasts much longer. Let me see, show you. Yeah. Okay. And it has a little bit of like glitter or something. It's been 44 minutes. I'm gonna turn off this soon. When it reach an hour, let's chill for another 15 minutes. Again, please tell me how you can view this later. If it's easy to see, and if you can, I'm pretty sure you can see your comments, right? Just like a regular video. It's just that if you're here right now, you can actually comment live and I can see it and I can respond. I don't know. Almost done with my popcorn. It's like a little snacks, and then I'm gonna go downstairs, eat lunch, and then head to my doctor's appointment. Again, if you would like another live video, comment down below your availability, where you're from, so I can convert the time zone, and we'll do it. This is my first time. I'm kind of excited to see how this turn out. So I'll tell you everything, right? I graduated, took my board exam. So very important for you guys who want to go into sonography school, making sure your school is accredited, because if you don't, it will be hell. it just don't do it. Like, just make sure that they are accredited school and accredited program, so that, first of all, my school was accredited. So few things that happened because it was accredited. So in total there's 3 boards that you can take, right? I mean, you have to take the physics board first, and then your specialty. Your specialty for us general, we have to take 2, abdomen and OBGYN. So because our school is accredited, I was able to take my physics board in the summer. This is like, I still have like a whole nother semester to until I graduate. So we were able to sign up and take the SPI in the summer, and then I was able to take my specialty board exam 60 days before my graduation. How great is that? Like, you will be certified and have your credential even before you graduate. So as soon as you graduate, and if you've been like job hunting even before you graduate, by the time you graduate, you're accredited. Like, I mean, you're registered sonographer, and that will make you so much more attractive on the market, because it is a requirement now that you have to have your credential by, well, they give you a year. A lot of places they give you a year to get it, but like, comparing to someone who doesn't have it, like, I'm sure they will hire you because you have credentials compared to someone who doesn't. And a lot of people just get lazy and don't get it, and then they don't pass, and then they lose their job. So very important to go to a school that is accredited. And yeah, if you have any questions about anything, especially like books to use to review, I actually already made a video about that, so make sure you watch that and let me know if you have any questions. What else? Yeah, I think that's about it. Oh man, my room, my office, I mean, this looks nice, but oh, I'm gonna show you. I have this light. Sometimes when I'm stressed, I would come here, like, turn off all the lights, turn off close the blind, and then I would turn on this what do you call it, fairy light, whatever, and then I would do yoga and meditate in this room. Okay, I just wanted to try this out and see how it works, and please let me know if you can see this after, and if you have any suggestions on anything, and if you want another one, please let me know the time, the date, and then I will try to make it happen. I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you next time. Bye guys, take care. Okay, how do I even stop this?